All right, hey everyone, Jeff here at Stop the Pirates, stoptheblogspot.com. Hey, what I wanted to talk about today is the U.S. flag, the U.S. flag, the United States flag. This one, I have visual aids for you today. This is my official made in China flag. And anyway, so the people of the world have been herded into manageable corrals. The ancient land of Canaan was occupied by the Philistines, today's Palestinians, before it was conquered by the Hebrews, who renamed the land Israel. Israel is basically three names: it's Isis, Ra, and El. It's the trilogy, like today we have Godfather and the Holy Spirit or something. No, I don't know what it is. Anyway, I should know that, shouldn't I? They were divided into 12 tribal districts. Kind of like here on the U.S. slave plantation, we have 12 Federal Reserve zones, Federal Reserve banks, 12 districts. And by 69 AD, the Roman soldiers destroyed the Hebrew Temple of Solomon, burned Jerusalem to the ground, gave the land back to the Philistines, and renamed Israel Palestine. The 12 Hebrew tribes fled and disappeared from the land. Vikings, where did the Hebrews go? The Hebrew tribe of Dan adopted the symbol of a dragon and a snake and embolized them on their red and white flag together with the crest of an eagle. The carvings of snakes and dragons on their ships, the red and white stripes on their sails, and archaeological relics reveal that the tribe of Dan became the dreaded Vikings. Now, this is what their sail on their little boats looked like. They flew the sail like this, red and white striped. The tribe of Dan settled in Greece along the river Danube and became a furious force of brutal seafaring pirates. They named themselves after their ancestral Hyksos kings, Haburus Hebrews, who had ruled Egypt as the 15th dynasty. And Vikings, or VI, the Roman numerals VI equals 6 kings or Vikings. They pirated their way along the Mediterranean and sailed up the coast of Europe, marking their migration trail by naming mountains, towns, and rivers after themselves. The river Danube and the Jordan River. Denmark literally means the mark of Dan. Since the original Hebrew language had interchangeable vowels, the name of Dan can also be spelled as D-I-N-D-E-N, Dun, D-O-D-U-N, or D-O-N. Scandinavia, London, Sweden, and Denmark are all marked by Dan. Like rabid beasts, the Vikings plundered and robbed and slaughtered on their reign of terror throughout the British Isles, accumulating massive amounts of wealth. There's this guy Canute, who was England's Viking king from 1016 to 1035. By 1017 AD, the king of the Vikings, King Canute, was crowned King of England, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. King Canute was known as Canute in Denmark or Canute in Norway. Irish annals and history describe this tribe of Dan as the Tatha de Danans. Ireland has a harp on its coat of arms associated with King David of Judah and Israel. England and Wales have a dragon on their flag. And the United States is symbolized by the eagle, which symbolized the Hebrew tribe of Dan. The U.S. flag imitates the 13 red and white stripes found on the sail of the Viking tribe of Dan ships, and also found on the British East India Company flag. The U.S. flag replaced the Union Jack, Union of Jacob, with sprinkled pentagrams. You can see that here. And this is the flag of the British East India Company too, which, and also the Union Jack. I'll get to that in a second. So the United States symbolized by the eagle, which symbolized the Hebrew tribe of Dan. The U.S. flag imitates the 13 red and white stripes found on the sail of the Viking tribe of Dan ships and also found on the British East India Company flag. The U.S. flag replaced the Union of Jacob with sprinkled pentagrams. The British Empire's wealth was built on piracy, the black slave trade, and opium or heroin trafficking. Opium profits were sent to the Elector of Hesse via Mayor Amschel Rothschild to hire 16,800 Hessian troops to fight the American rebels. See, they're still in the heroin business. I mean, they just have other people do it. Every like gang, this is what I found out, like Crips, Bloods, don't come after me, but these are all started by Freemasons. That's why there's a red and blue, or red and, all their different colors. So the United Kingdom of Israel, more than 1,000 years after the Romans chased the Hebrew tribes out of Israel, Canaan, the tribes reunited in a new land under a new flag called the Union Jack. The Union Jack stands for Union of Jacob, Jacuber, who is patriarch of the Jews. The United Kingdom is the reunited kingdom of the Hebrew tribes of Israel and their modern day monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. Gad, Goths, Danes, Naphtali, and the Norwegians, Judah, the Utes, was symbolized by the lion. It is now the emblem of today's British heraldry. And you can really kind of follow the migration of these people from, from when they built the pyramids in Egypt, all the way up into Europe. These were the Freemasons. They were the stone builders, and because before they got there, people lived in basically just wood houses or wood cabins. And once they got there, you see that all these big castles were being built out of stone, and their on their crests was always a lion. And lions have no business in Europe. I mean, so that's what they're telling you where they came from. Our Vikings days of the week. The English words for 4 of our days of the week are named for Viking gods or royal figures. Tuesday, named after the Viking god of war and justice, Tyr, or T-I-W. Tuesday being literally Tuesday, T-I-W, which is the Viking god of war. Wednesday is named after Woden, the first great god king of the Norse in Scandinavia. Thursday is named for his son Thor, and Friday after his wife and queen Frigg or Freyja. Sunday is named after the Egyptian sun god Ra. Monday is named after the Egyptian moon goddess Isis. Isis, Horus, and Set. God, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Is that what I'm thinking? I don't know. Saturday is named after the planet Saturn, or Satan. The word Britain means land of the covenant. The word British means man of the covenant. Covenant is a promise. It is described in the Bible's book of Genesis, Gene of Isis. It is God's covenant with Abraham, promising the land of Isis, Ra'el, Israel, to God's chosen race of people, the Hebrews. The British national anthem. Anyone with an ounce of knowledge about British history knows that the British monarchs have beheaded, colonized, tortured, and pillaged. They have built their wealth on drug and slave trafficking, and the words gracious and noble do not apply. So anyway, the British national anthem kind of goes like this: God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen, long reign over us, God save the Queen. The question is, what God or whose God? Moloch, the god of war, Mammon, the god of money. Israel national anthem goes like this: with eyes turned towards the east, looking towards Zion, the 2,000-year-old hope will not be lost, to be free people in our Palestinian land, the land of Zion and Jerusalem. The British royal families are descendants of Israel's tribe of Dan and Judah. Their ultimate goal is to reclaim the land of Israel, rebuild Solomon's temple, and erect an eternal world throne in Jerusalem under their chosen world king, Prince William. I don't know how true that is, but those in doubt need to only verified the hymn called Jerusalem that was featured in the gathering of the Hebrew royals at Westminster Abbey for Prince William's wedding of the century. The hymn described the war that is being fought to reclaim and rebuild Jerusalem. It goes like this. And was Jerusalem builded here among these dark satanic mills? Bring me my bow of burning gold, bring me my arrows of desire, bring me my spear of clouds unfold, bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my words sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem and England's green and pleasant land. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Anyway, I hope that was interesting for you guys. Go to stopthepirates.blogspot.com. Thanks.